Peace, fam. Welcome back to my channel. This is Kathy Vet coming to you with the last skit of the night, last review. We're going to hop on in here. Lord, Lynette tells Larry to divorce Bethany and she'll drop the charges. Now, put in the comments, do you think that he going to listen to Lynette? Why is she telling him that? We all know, we all want to see that. Well, most of us do anyway. Want to see that happen. But wow, you think it's her place to make such a suggestion? And what will Larry's response be to that? Like, that's a serious ultimatum. But I want to see this. I'm curious to know, how will this resonate in Larry's spirit? If she says that, is he going to say, well, to be honest with you, I was looking towards that anyway? Or are you crazy? What? No, I'm not. Oh, let's see his response. Let's see his response, y'all. Ooh, wee.
Hey.
Why are you up here eating by yourself?
Just taking a breather. That's all.
Okay.
Everything going on. And thinking.
What you thinking about?
Do Lynette got old feelings left for Larry?
Now I got to go back home and deal with this mess. So, just trying to put things in perspective, that's all.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes,
I'm sorry you have to, be under so much stress.
Look at the doggy.
Not so much under a lot of stress. It's just everything that's going on and me come up here to help you. And I just want to make sure that what I'm doing, I'm putting everything in this, the order I need to put it in. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's it. So I just need a moment just to think and put everything together.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fair enough. Well, you had asked me earlier if I would drop the charges against Bethany.
Yeah.
That's a big ask. I did think about it. And I would consider dropping the charges if you would consider divorcing Bethany.
Damn, that's a big request.
What?
Chicken. What?
Yes.
You serious?
I think.
Oh man, he said.
I think, in all fairness,
Whoa,
you're asking me to do something impossible. Why can't I ask that of you?
Oh, she's saying that out of sarcasm. I'm like, is she saying this because she interested in rekindling something due to feelings for Larry? She's saying this as a bold statement just to see what he would say, because it's absolutely insane to ask you. So she want to say something just as insane of what he's requesting from her. That's what it is. And I'm like, look at his face though. What's his response, y'all?
I mean, wow, and that's two different things. I mean, the drop charges is easy,
For who?
but to ask for a divorce,
who's it easy?
Oh, so
for?
divorce ain't even on his mind.
You can't speak for me. You didn't go through anything I went through.
But Lynette, you can't speak for me to say dropping charges and divorce. I mean, that's way two totally different things.
To you. But to me, what I had to go through, going to jail, getting booked, cuffed, staying the night in a dungeon.
That could be traumatizing for a lot of people.
Come on, Larry.
I'm sorry that all happened to you. I really am. That's why I'm here to help you.
Because of your wife is why it happened.
Look, I understand.
I didn't see Bethany there. She provoked this whole situation, and I'm the one that ended up in jail.
And I am the one that got you out of jail.
Okay, so I completely appreciate that.
Okay, I'm not throwing it in your face. Trust me, I'm not. But for me to ask you to drop charges because I was considering how it makes you feel, what you're going to go through, then you ask me the only way you'll drop charges if I get divorced. I mean, how do I go back and say, hey, I want a divorce? and if I don't divorce you, I'm not going to press charges. That's a lot.
No, we don't want it to be like that. We want you to divorce because this woman is not good for your life. She has brought hell to you. I don't see no great pleasure or happiness with this woman. Not during the whole time we've been introduced to her. When since you two came in the storyline, so I don't know what went on before that. Y'all was all happy and roses, or you was just faking the funk because Shara wasn't around. But since Shara got back, we ain't see nothing but hell on wheels and misery in your marriage. Now you have to ask yourself, Larry, do I want to stay with this woman? Am I still in love with her? Did I marry her for the right reasons? Why did you even marry her? Like, do you feel you just stuck in here after all these years because you made a commitment? Or are you truly happy? Are you still in love with Shara? These are some questions that Larry needs to ask, not like he's shocked now by this whole situation because of Lynette. No, you need to think about this for yourself. Is this something you want to do? Are you really in love? Bethany done twice I done heard her say I love you, and you did not say anything back. Do you really love this woman? Do you really want to continue with this? I think this is something Larry has not given himself a chance to really reflect on. But now that Lynette brought this up, it may now just come across his mind. We know now that it wasn't before.
You know, it was a lot to go through that with Bethany in this house when she was asked not to come by several people, and
yes,
she was still here
because Larry couldn't put his foot down.
Here.
When I experienced the whole thing,
I had to pay the price.
No, I get it. I'm not saying you did it.
On my part, I paid the price, but I paid the price for her too.
How do I go back home and just look at, my wife and say, I'm gonna divorce you if you don't, so that I can drop the charges on you?
Don't tell her that's the reason.
You know what? You're an intelligent man. I'm sure you'll find a way to bring up whatever you need to bring up to her. But at the same time, like, I'm hoping you're understanding where I'm going with this. What you're asking me to do is impossible. Just like it puts you in a situation to have to go ask her something hard. You're asking me something difficult right now.
Do you know what divorce entails? That's a lot, Lynette. I mean, you just can't come and just drop that bomb on me like that, and just expect me to just agree to it.
Well, put yourself in my shoes. When you asked me to drop the charges, I couldn't even believe you were asking me to do that. You witnessed everything that happened.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it either.
I asked you to drop the charges for you, not to perfect her.
That's not helping her.
Because it's going to continue to escalate. You see her dad called down here and had you put in jail.
You know what? I have a way of dealing with that. Both of them.
Lynette.
Both of them.
Y'all good up here? I mean,
we're having a conversation.
Your mom just
dropped a hard conversation.
She just dropped a bombshell on me.
Larry, be quiet. That's
your dad asked me to drop the charges against Bethany.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm just trying to get him to understand where I'm coming from and how I received that. That was very hard for me to have him ask me that. So in turn, I asked him, if I drop the charges, then he has to. Why don't you divorce Bethany if I drop the charges?
Yeah, wow. Larry, like, do you know what divorce entails? Now, that response from Larry was interesting to me because number one, it took him back a little bit of a shock that she would ask him something so drastic in comparison to dropping charges. She's trying to let him know that was just as much as of an insult to her, and really huge for her to do based on her experience, what she went through, which for her, it was traumatic and disrespectful. And she want him to see, just like you think divorce has such a big impact to her, it's menial to you, but it means something to her. A lot of times we think people say stuff, oh, that's not nothing. Everybody got their own road to bear, and everybody has their limitations. Everybody is affected by different things differently. So what may not piss you off if you heard or was done to you, it'll rub right off you. Somebody else might be like, that might make them want to kill somebody. We are affected by things different based on our own personal experiences and what affects her. Her culture is everything to her, and she disrespected that. You don't do that. Especially at her as a Native American, we need to take that kind of pride when people do stuff to us and disrespect us, and say, oh, it's not happening, or X, Y, and Z gonna happen to you. We need that type of pride as a people, all of us. So she wants you to know how crazy you sound because you think she crazy and what she asking you. But what's interesting to me is what Larry didn't say was, Lynette, I'm not divorcing Bethany. I love Bethany. That's crazy for you to ask me to do something. I'm not leaving her. Boom, boom for X, Y, and Z. Boom, 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 boom. He ain't say nothing about love, nothing about how he feels about her. Now, right now, I know you pissed with her. But if somebody tells you something like that, regardless of what you went through, you tell them reasons why you not. To him, his response was, do you know what divorce is? He done been through divorce with Shara. With him, it's dealing with money, the finances, splitting. Is she gonna try to take my house? It seemed like to him it would be too much of a chore to go through the steps. I don't feel that the love is there for her like that. I don't feel he's in love with Bethany like that. I don't see any romance. I don't see anything. Rarely see a kiss. It's so dry. It's nothing. No chemistry whatsoever. That's why I want to know why he got with her. I don't even know, but I guess they had some good moments when they first got together. I think they trauma bonded on certain things. She broke up with JT. He was over with Shara, and they got together for whatever reason. Somebody had said, one of my family subscribers had mentioned that, Bethany was pregnant at one time. Could she have been pregnant before marriage and that made Larry want to marry her? I thought the pregnancy came after the marriage and they lost it. Did he marry her because she said she was pregnant? And was she really? But she was upset when they was in Montana, and she was like, that affected me, seeing with the baby, it hurt me. When you was with baby Keena, think about the baby we lost, and everybody was pissed with her. Lynette was pissed off. Well, you made this about you, it ain't about you. Remember? So I don't know. I would hope she wouldn't lie to that extent. But I don't know. That's interesting. Did he marry her because she said she was pregnant? And then they lost it after, or what? Because I don't trust Bethany. You think she lied? If that was the case, I don't know. I thought it was after. But anybody, put in the comments what you think about that. But yeah, Larry, I think the chore of going through a divorce, what he would have to go through, the battle, he's been there before. He really just he rather just go through the motions and try to get whatever little piece he can find. But you're not finding that piece anymore, Larry. You're not finding it. When Brooke goes away to college, I think a big chunk of loneliness and despair is going to tumble down on Larry. And her being gone, and him and Shara not connecting in that way because of Brooke is going to tell a lot about Larry. Will he still pop up by Shara's house just to see her where Brooke is not around? Will Shara call him to meet up? And that whole dynamic. So I think there's still a lot to see and figure out before he would just end things with Bethany now. He's gonna stay with her, and if he does, he might come into a realization later when Brooke goes away to college. I think it's going to tell a lot because Brooke has been the anchor with the dynamic from Larry and Bethany sharing the raising of Brooke. Then Shara came in and dismantled that. Then it's the co-parenting with Larry and Shara. But that's been a device that's been holding them together. Brooke, when that vice is no longer there, that excuse is no longer there, and Brooke is removed, what does that dynamic look like? Because Brooke has always been there for Larry and Bethany, the focal point. I don't know if Destiny's gonna stay with her. I will see Destiny go with Shara. I don't know if Larry would be able to stand Bethany alone. That's the test. Brooke going to college. We are going to find out, and that's when that's the test of Larry. Is he in love with her just because she was there to help him with his child, raise his child? And that's where the feelings came from. Or does he really love her on his own? And will he still be gravitating to Shara even though Brooke is not there? Interesting, right? That's when we're going to see. So we need to pump our brakes on wanting to see them break up, because I think there's a lot for Larry yet to learn about himself and his feelings on Bethany in this marriage once Brooke is out of the picture. So put in the comments what you think. Did you ever think about that? What do you think about what I said on that point? But I think that's the key factor, Brooke being gone. Put in the comments, family. Love you guys. I gotta go nighty night. But we tackled some, and we'll tackle more tomorrow. We'll see what's going on in these crazy country Wayne streets yet again. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace. Welcome new members. And talk to you soon.